Hello everyone, my name's Cole, and I hope you enjoy my video I'm going to be doing today. I'm just starting out and kind of discovering what I want to do, and I think it's a good way for me to kind of explore and broaden my own horizons, I guess is a good way to say it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. You have a great day. Goodbye. Hello everybody, this is Cole again to give a disclaimer before the video starts. I have did some research into the overall topic of the show, or for the series, and I cannot actually harvest crops. They will not regrow unless I actually have settlers. So I'm going to have to edit the rules a little bit so I can have a settler, just a singular one, at the settlement because nothing will regrow unless I have one. So that's going to be a problem that I'm going to deal with soon. I'll have to either get Codsworth as a follower, as an idea, but I know he sometimes glitches out, but it will just be something we have to work with as the time continues. The second thing I'd like to cover is that there is no face video in the entire segment. This is just for this video. For some reason, during the recording, I should have had my face up the entire time, but it did not. So that's something to be fixed in future videos. I shot the entire thing. It was about an hour long, and I didn't want to have to reshoot it for a single thing. So I appreciate it, and we'll get into the video now. Thank you. Hello everybody, this is Cole again, and we'll be going to the first episode of this survival playthrough with, of course, Nicholas. I've made a couple of adjustments since the last time we've talked. I've added the scrap mechanics into the actual rule set, so now you can actually see how long it would take to scrap certain objects. For the large buildings, it will be 3 days. I figured this actually be a pretty good median between, and we'll go ahead and hop straight into it. So there's a couple things that I need to get through first. The main thing being I need to make sure I have a water source, and I need to make sure that I have a food source. After that, we can worry about other things such as radiation, but let's be honest here. We know that we're probably not going to get that well. Alright, so let me go ahead and open up the workshop here, and let's go over to the water first. Alright, so for resources, for water, to make a water pump, I'll need concrete, so I'll definitely be scrapping this large cinder block right here, and I have one other option to scrap today. And after that, I I could always try to make like automated water pumps and stuff like that, but I'm gonna need some major stuff to do it. Surprisingly, cloth is gonna be fairly hard for me to get. So let me go ahead and scrap this concrete. Boop. All right. As you can see now, I can build just one water pump because I just only have 4 steel. And I have one other object I can scrap today. And I'm going to put this right here. All right, let me go ahead and... Okay, and we can always move stuff around. There's nothing wrong with that in this. I will have to go around and loot a bunch of the stuff, but I can't really do too much right now. My carry weight's extremely low, and overall, it's just not super great. All right, now let me go ahead and go back. See, for food, we currently do not have any food in our inventory, and there's kind of a limited selection already. I also may start moving all of the different structures and stuff. Never going to be able to use this. Probably only barely use this overall. But, yeah. I love giving myself a challenge for no reason. That's the most fun part. So let's go ahead and place that. Probably won't build too much armor because not going anywhere. So we have that. The cook station is definitely going to be one of the most important things. I'll show you some cool stuff there. But overall, I'll just be talking about the overall game of Fallout, as well as some of the different options we might be covering here. The rad roaches and stuff, I already killed them. I will not be taking anything from them before I arrived. So, mouse 4. Come on. you go. I really don't want to scrap any of these cooking stations or anything, because that's going to be extremely hard for me to replace, especially at this level. I have 10 charisma as well to kind of help a little bit of the progression, but I'm not going to be gaining much EXP at all in this. The only thing I'll really gain EXP from is building structures with, to be honest with you, I'm probably not going to build that much stuff. So yeah, I was thinking about if I might go complete the Conquered quest off screen, but that'd give me levels, and I really don't want that to happen. But just to get Codsworth out of the settlement, because I don't want him to talk to me at all, my character wouldn't know it, so... Might do that at some point, see if I can do it with the least amount of EXP gained, just to get him out of here. So, we'll have to see about that later on. I'll get some comments from you guys, see how you guys feel about it. So yeah, I have one more item I can scrap today, and I'll have to mark that down. I'm gonna go and pull out a piece of paper. We'll be good. So I think about maybe making these large scrap piles, possibly a day as well, but that'll come up with the updated as well, because I'm gonna be working on this video and then updating that. Alright, so we have duct tape, typewriter, gears, could be good, used oil can, as well as some other stuff. Ah, good old 85 pounds. We go ahead and store all the junk. Oh yeah. But that's really all I'm going to be grabbing from today, and I'll go get in a bed here sooner or later. Alright.
I need to assign someone to this.
That would be great. I would love to do that. So yeah, this is going to be a very slow-paced playthrough. My character is going to get hungry very soon, so I might... Yeah, I probably will go ahead and plant those melons to get him more things to harvest from. We also have gourds over here, which is good.
I need to assign someone to this.
That would be great. Come on. There we go. Alright. Oh, I guess planting stuff also does have a EXP gain, but nothing super quick. My intelligence 1, so nothing's gonna happen extremely quickly. I know there's some mutated mute fruit behind this building, so we'll have to see if, I know it's wild, so I don't think I can plant it, but we'll see. It'd be good if we can. There's a lot of stuff you can make with this. Yeah. If I do get any of the books or anything, I know there's the Grognax Barbarian comic inside, as well as your special book. I'll most likely be just throwing in my endurance. A cool, interesting fact is that there's a lot of stuff you can do here. It's really easy. Yeah, I didn't think so. So you can't do anything with the wild mute fruit, but I'll just have it for food just in case. You can get up to 12 strength without any perks or anything, so I'll go ahead and pick up these. So I now have my unarmed attacks deal damage, which probably won't have any factor. And your special book I'll go ahead and put into endurance. I've played in total about, just for Fallout 4, about 2,000 hours into just Fallout 4, and for Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 combined, I probably have around like 4,000 hours at least. So let me go ahead and go over here to the cook station. Let's see if I can make anything. Awesome. Can't. Vegetable starch is going to be a big lifesaver. As soon as Trash Can Carla comes here, I might be able to finally get some good food, but I doubt it. Yeah, most likely nothing's gonna... We're not gonna get anything. But we'll see. I might be using the cages from the Wasteland... Or, yeah, the Wastelander DLC, because it does have a lot of interesting things that you can build. Let me go ahead and go over to it. Sorry, by the way, for me doing the powerful swings. It's literally me trying to just enter the menu for this. So small cages. So we have the cat one. I might be able to get some canned dog food, so I might be getting a dog. Be a good idea. Mole rats and mutant hounds. That'd be good food. So yeah, there's a lot of things in here that you'll probably never have, like I don't have any chickens. That's just something that's throughout the wasteland that you'll never be able to get. So I think my character might need some sleep, and I believe. Uh-oh. Okay, let me think through all of Sanctuary. Is there a bed anywhere that I know of? Alright, so I just looked through every single house in Sanctuary, and there is no bed. So, I'm going to have to make a bed, or my character's just going to lose sleep tonight. So, I believe I just used some of my cloth, but let's see. We might only have 2 cloth in our menu right now. We go over to furniture, beds. I will not be using the Wasteland, the Vault-Tec DLC because it's amazing. So I can, in fact, make a sleeping bag, but let's see if I can make one of the better ones. I need 4 steel. All right. I'm going to be making this bed right here. I need a total of 3 steel. So what can I scrap to get me that? Let's see here. All right. So I think the barrel itself scraps makes 4. So this will be my second scrap for the day. This is all I can do until the next long rest. And 8 hours at least. So where should I put it? Every day I will be going through a house as well to kind of loot everything. So I went in there, just grabbed the 2 books, but they'll have to be a separate day. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right here, even though it's a little bit out in the open. Easy to access, I know exactly where it is. All right. So for the first day, we have a water source, and I think we'll be good to either take a nap right now. I'm actually going to go ahead and loot through all of the house real quick, and I'll keep everyone on screen and talk about some cool stuff while I'm going through it. So I've played a lot of Fallout 4 whenever it came out, about a year and a half afterwards. So a lot of the patches came out. It allowed for me to have a better understanding of the game overall, and I had a wonderful time playing it. That was in my high school and nearly my elementary school days, and it was just allowed for me to relax over the weekend for schooling. It was a great pastime, and it just allowed for me to really relax while going over the entire game. I did Brotherhood of Steel endings, Institute endings. I hate the Railroad ending; it's really stupid, and I had a great time for playing all the games together. Fallout 3 is my favorite one, by the way. We'll have a conversation about that in the next episode. So I went ahead and looked through the entire house, and you can see that there's not much here. It's a very small area, and the only thing I found that was of note was the army fatigues, as well as some other loot. I'll go ahead and store all the junk. I'll go ahead and put away the moot fruit and the book, but the army fatigues has a strength and agility bonus, and it's not really going to be worth anything. That'd be selling to Trash Can Carla. Alright, so I went ahead and tossed that away. And let me go ahead and get a drink of water before I go to bed. Yeah, I love those rads. Sounds so good. So, it looks like it's getting pretty close to sundown. Let's see what time it is. I'll go in the Pip-Boy, but this is way easier. So 8 hours would not put me at the designated time I want to be, so I need to go to bed around probably at 9-ish to allow myself to get a full night's rest and still have the ability to wake up and not have to worry about still being night out. But yep. So my character, during his extra free time, would just be over here making sure the crops are good, even though in game you can't really
assign someone to this.
Can't really interact with it. This might have an impact on the overall growing of crops, and I'll have to work that out later on, but we'll see what happens. Because I can't assign myself, sadly, and your character can't sit there for hours at a time and just rake the ground. have someone off screen in a bed. Like, yep, that's the person doing all the work for me. I like the idea of doing this overall because Fallout's meant to be this game where you go out and explore this giant world and have all these creatures you can fight. But something about the idea of just standing in Sanctuary and just harvesting crops constantly and basically never leaving has a funny idea to it to me. All right, so we actually have some cram right here, and it kind of allows for me to look over the wasteland. Look at all these cool places we can explore. Over there, look, there's a water purification tower that spawns like 4 purified waters, and that would really help during this. You got this red rocket, you can get dog meat over there, but who cares about, you know, actual gameplay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and head back and get my full 8 hours of rest. I should wake up and I should be hungry, and that will allow for me to kind of eat my first bit of food. Probably around like episode 6, you'll see that radiation bar just gigantic, as I can't really do anything else to the game. So I'll have to watch my radiation definitely. So let's go ahead. Let's see if we can get 10 hours of sleep. Most likely not, but let's see. I remember for my first survival, it was like, yeah, we actually got some amount of sleep, and it's always fun. There we go. All right, we woke up, and we are hungry. I'm going to actually eat that cram. All right, let me go ahead and stop. There we go. Boom. There we go. I am properly fed, full AP, and it is a new day. So I'm going to see if these crops will actually grow by themselves, so I'll give it a couple days. But if not, it's going to be really bad. It's not going to be fun. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my next house I want to scrap, and it is going to be the main Wastelander's house. Oh, I guess you should go ahead and pick up the shovel as well in here. And the lead battery. There's so much random stuff you can get in this main house. They really make character progression way faster in this game than the other ones. You can just immediately get power armor. It's one of the reasons I don't like Fallout 4 as much as Fallout 3 or 4 or 3 or New Vegas, because you just go from this level of having nothing to having T-45 power armor, a minigun, all the things in the world, drugs. Basically, you get the end game, where in Fallout 3 you start off as nobody and you can't go to certain places because they have level caps. And like their monsters already have basically a minimum level that you'll die at immediately, even in like easy mode. But New Vegas had one of the best storylines, and 3 definitely had the most intriguing DLC in my opinion. I loved the Pit DLC. I had a good game of Fallout about that not too long ago. Kind of allowed for everyone to have fun in this post-apocalyptic idea, and kind of allowed for all of us to have some fun. Alright. This main house has a lot of random objects in it, which is nice. So that's all that scrap. Just kind of imagine it's like he's walking in and kind of picking up all the garbage. And it's like, see, this might be useful. Yellow table lamp, couch, rug. Alright, let's see here. Mr. Handy Fuel. I love that this box itself. I wish you could actually move this item, because it would be so cool to have a bunch of them stacked up in a larger settlement. My usual place I build at is, in fact, is the airport after the Brotherhood still arrives. I think it's just a funny idea to kind of be like, yep, it's a giant flat settlement that allows for you to go straight into the Prydwen and stuff as well. Blast Radius board game that actually includes uranium in it, which I think is a great nod to a couple of the future or the past toys that have been made. A couple, I believe a story that my parents told me is they went into a old thrift store and found like an old uranium set that they could like actively make isotopes of stuff, and it was really interesting to think like they had this stuff back then and just were playing with it. Guess it really shows how times changed. People didn't get smarter, but it's a possibility. Alright. And I believe that's everything in this house. So that is all I can explore in here. Oh, about forgot the coffee tin. One of the rarest items in the game is actually the preserved coffee tins. There's only 3 in the entire game. It's a cool little factoid. Yep. There's so much random stuff that you can find. I like how it's sometimes random for spawns inside cabinets. I think certain things are overpowered, like Nuka-Cola Quantum just instantly healing you back to maximum. Stuff like that. Yeah, I believe that's everything right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and store all of this. All right, and the fashionable glasses. You know, I'll keep them. Put them on as well. Why not? There we go. Oh yeah. Oh, come on now. Why are you being weird? There we go. Look at that. Oh yeah. Fashionable. I walked through my first job interview like this. Alright, let me go ahead and get some water. Don't want to be too parched. I don't know if that actually has radiation, but I hear the noise, so that might be something we'll have to look at next time we do it. Why is my agility boosted? I don't know why. I have a +2 to my agility right now. Interesting. I don't know. Ah, yeah. The creatures killed probably won't go up this, just going through the vault and killing this stuff here as well. Probably nothing here either. So, yep. Let me go ahead and get out of here. You played all my time on Xbox, by the way, so almost nothing on this. So it's interesting to actually be playing on PC for the first time. Some of the Nexus mods and stuff like that really opened my eyes to possibilities. So they haven't grown in. I think it takes like 2 or 3 days to regrow. So we'll see if I can survive until then. I know a couple houses here have food. That one over there definitely does. So we'll see if I can survive until then. So I'm gonna just barely walk out of Sanctuary here and get the hub flower that will naturally grow. I think this one does regenerate pretty often. Bloodleaf. One game that I haven't played too much of is Skyrim, and I think the craziest idea is like Nirnroot and stuff like that, where it makes like noise as you go past it. Always freaked me out. It's not a good way to preserve your trike. A lot of people have like never seen this part of the settlements because really there's no reason to go out here. There's nothing out here. There's a couple glitched areas that you can find. Yeah. So this is where my character actually starts to run away from everything. No reason to fight. Wish I had my first turret up, that'd be cool, but that's okay. He's just starting out. Alright. maybe Codsworth might protect me. Alright, so I don't have any circuitry. So that'll be one of the things I'll have to scrap today. Yeah, this is my favorite part about this character. Cool. So, I'm gonna have to look around real quick, so I'll be right back, and I'll have to see if I can find any circuitry in the surrounding areas. Well, hello again, everybody. I racked my brain for all knowledge of where I could get circuitry at, and I cannot think of anything where I can get circuitry of. I know there's a terminal and that house right there, but I know you can't scrap it. So I don't think there is, in fact, any way for us to get circuitry for right now. But I was looking at around things to scrap today, and the first thing I saw that might be a good idea is the garage diagnostics chart, because you get a ton of stuff from it. 4 broken light bulbs, 4 vacuum tubes, which I believe would give the parts, but I don't think so. It might just be ceramic and copper, and 3 fuses. So let's see. Alright, so that is our first piece of scrap for today, and let us see if this actually did it. Yep, knew those are just copper. Glass copper. Yeah, it's okay. We'll make do. Alright, so yeah, we'll be fine. So yeah, vacuum tubes do give copper and glass, but no circuitry. So outside of this, I know for sure that you can get a ton of circuitry over at, if you're actually playing through the game, there's the Gibson Scrapyard that way that also contains a Fat Man and Mini Nuke. So that's one reason why I really dislike a lot of the Fallout aspect of like how hard it is to get stuff, because you can immediately get like one of the hardest weapons to get in the game, just immediately. By the way, I did think about the street lamps as well. They give broken lights and fuses as well. But right over this way, it has basically everything you need. It has a total of 12 circuitry, I believe. So just starting out of a base, not a bad idea to head there. If you do want to get a little bit more stuff, and if you want some more power armor, if you head to the south more, you will actually run into a crashed vertibird, which will have a yellow flight helmet, as well as a power armor suit. At later levels, I think it's like level 15, it should spawn in with a full suit of T-51, and it won't ever get any higher than that, though. Like, it will cap at T-51 armor. So, just a cool idea. If you do want to get some more early game power armor, if you head that way, you'll actually get some, just as an idea. I'm really wondering where you can get circuitry from, because I don't want to use the hidden bunker at all. The televisions don't scrap for anything, so we'll have to see later on if there's anything that will give it. I might just be an idiot, and I can't properly think of something right now. I don't want to scrap any of the stations as well. Like, I know the power armor station probably gives it. I've never scrapped one. Yeah, wow. That's a great deal. So yeah, let's see here. Alright, well, I'll be right back again, see if I can find anything else after my quick look through. Alright guys, so while I was exploring around the area of Sanctuary, I did come out a little bit out here and found some hub flour, just another option that will regenerate later on, just from natural respawning. Just want to see if there's anything that I could pick from. Yeah, I know there's the bloat flies are over there. Once I have that turret built, I'll be sure to bring them back over. And this is actually really hard, because I'm trying to think of every single place I've been at in Sanctuary where there might be stuff, and I can't think of anything right now. I know inside this building there's the weed whacker that doesn't give circuitry, gives screws. I think it's 2 screws and like 4 steel. We'll have to see here in a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and get some water again. I am sorry for looking around for so long, because a couple of hours have passed, I literally cannot find anything that has circuitry. So if you guys know anything, that'd be great to drop in the comments, because it'd really help me out with looking for things in the future. While I was searching around, I did actually injure myself a little bit. A Radroach should appear, because I failed to clear the entire thing, but I didn't kill it, because I don't want to break the entire immersion part of it. But let's go ahead and eat food for the day. So I'm going to... Let's try the wild mute fruit. Alright, so it takes 2 wild things. I believe it will take 2 of the blood leaves as well to actually be able to get yourself properly fed. I don't know why it gave 0 HP, but maybe we'll be able to understand why. It might just be my endurance or the food itself. I believe things might also spoil here. Hopefully not. Let me go ahead and see real quick. Yeah, I don't think it should spoil. Suck if it did. Thank you, Fallout 76, for having spoiled food. So yeah, it's currently right around 12. Let me go ahead and check. Alright, it is 1:49. I've walked around a little bit more area. If you're wondering about that one crafted, it is in fact my Pip-Boy. I put on the Riley Rangers theme from Fallout 3. Again, favorite game. So yeah, it's just a cool way to kind of see everything. So I believe that is all we will cover for today. The first episode of this hopefully very long playthrough. It's going to be very uneventful because I want to kind of hopefully fill the idea that there's not going to be much happening. So I hope you all enjoyed the first episode of this this very funny series of Nicholas the Farmer. Thank you and have a great day. Thank you very much for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed and learned a little bit about the game as well. I hope to see you again in the next episode, and the next episode. Hopefully after that I make another one. But have a great day.